morning, everybody. I'm here in the Grand Canyon, specifically the Indian Reservation of the Havasupai tribe. It's supposedly one of the most beautiful places in the whole country, but a lot of people don't know about it because it's on an Indian reservation. But today I'm going off on an adventure by myself. I'm going to hike to the top of a waterfall up here, climb down it. The name of that fall is Mooney Falls. Then I'm going to hike down the Havasupai Creek, which is a tributary to the Colorado River. Hike down that as far as I can go, and if we're lucky, I might just make it to the Colorado. Now, like I said, the first part of this hike is climbing down a waterfall to Mooney Falls. Now, it's supposed to be pretty treacherous, and some people have advised me against it, especially with my knee injury. So, of course I'm going to do it. Well, I've been scrambling down these rocks to get to where I am now. I'm about a third of the way down, maybe. We get a beautiful view of the falls, and also our first sign of danger. Descend at your own risk. And from here, I kid you not, the path goes into a cave. 3 points of contact at all times, and carrying a camera. Let's do it! Oh, geez. These rocks are pretty slick. I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but this is almost straight down. There's a nice little skylight here. Oh, really slick rocks, but pretty decent handholds. And we come out into the light to another beautiful view of the waterfall. But no rest for the wicked, as we go straight back into another cave. Oh, and another warning sign. It's pretty dark. I don't know if you can read it, but it says descend at own risk, exercise extreme caution. And I think that says handwritten, no farting and lighting them. All right, well, I think I can abide by that rule. Oh man, it's really dark in here. I can barely see where to place my feet. And this is where it gets crazy. You're descending chains the rest of the way. Let's see if I can get some video of this. My physical therapist for my knee is probably cringing right now. Sorry, Stephanie. This rock is super slick. It's a little discouraging that one of the rungs on the ladder on the last leg is broken and lashed together with some old driftwood, but you're rewarded with this. Man, the wind coming off this thing's intense. Oh wow. I'm hiking down a beautiful trail with beautiful scenery, and the trail marker leads me right into the river. This is my first of probably several creek crossings today. So after hiking for several hours through some of the most jaw-dropping beautiful scenery I've ever seen, I finally come across world-famous Beaver Falls. Beaver Falls is actually not a single waterfall, but rather a series of cascading waterfalls and pools, some of which are inviting to climb behind. Others beat the snot out of you. And apparently under this rock, if you hold your breath and go under, you can come up inside an air pocket. Oh, jeez. Oh, this is awesome. I smacked my head pretty good. But yeah, wow, this is awesome. Well, that was fun. Hell of a lot of fun, actually. But I wasted a lot of time here, and I gotta make up for that on the trail if I'm gonna get where I'm going. Well, the trail ran out a long time ago, and I was picking my way up, climbing up this mountain. And I get close to the top, and I see this sign. It says, "Leaving the Grand Canyon National Park, entering Havasupai tribal lands." I think that means I'm on the right trail. Don't adjust your screen. The water's really that blue. The waters in the Havasupai Canyon flow through intense limestone deposits, which gives the water that otherworldly characteristic. Oh boy! It is hot, I tell you what. Feels like you're hiking through an oven. According to the thermometer on my watch, it is 4 million degrees. No, but seriously, it's really hot. So I'm trying to save water by saving sweat. I dip my buff in the water. It's nice and cool. I'm keeping it on my neck to try to cool off my arteries in my neck. Another great function of the buff is that in the desert, a lot of people drink and drink and drink, thinking that they're getting dehydrated, when really they're only thirsty because their mouth is dry from the dry air and the sand. The way you can combat that is by taking your buff wet, putting it over your nose and your mouth. That way you're not losing all the moisture from your mouth. Man, I left camp at 7 this morning. Moving ever since. I did stop for a little while at Beaver Falls to have fun. But it's 1:45 right now. I said 2 o'clock is my turnaround time to be safe. If I don't get to the Colorado soon, it's gonna be heartbreak for this kid. Just as my grumpy butt was about to give up the Colorado. And it looks like a rafting tour down there. There it is. The confluence of the Havasupai Creek and the Colorado River. It's the Colorado. So I made it. It was a beast of a trail, but here I am, the Colorado River. This is in the top 10 of my list of things to do in my life. I don't have words. I can't explain how happy I am right now. It was one bear of a hike to get here, and it's gonna be one bear of a hike to get back. And I told them I'd be back before dinner, so I better get a move on. I got my water filled up, ate some lunch. I'm gonna dip my shirt in the water so I don't get any heat stroke and head on out. Well, I can look at that as good news or bad news. The good news is we're back into familiar territory. The bad news is this means I'm less than halfway back. It's hard to believe that we're in the middle of the Arizona desert. 360 degrees, nothing but green. So I got sick of taking my shoes off every time I'm trying to do a trail crossing. So I decided to go barefoot. I've been hiking for about 40 minutes barefoot, and I'm actually finding that I really enjoy it. It's, you know, not trying to sound like Cody Lundin, but it does make you feel like you're more connected to the earth. I think this might be my new thing. I don't know if... And more than 11 hours later, actually 11 hours and 8 minutes later, I'm back at the bottom of the falls. Well, it has been one spectacular day of hiking. One I don't think I'll ever match again. And it sure is good to see this girl, because I know camp's right at the top. The only bad news is, after 11 hours of hiking, I've got to climb up this daggone cliff again. I think I'll make it. Anyway, this is Ken from Fort Hickory. Adios.